Hi guys, welcome to Ron and Gina's channel. We are a new channel, and I'm not the professional when it comes to making video on YouTube and or talking like this to a camera like this, by myself. So yeah, this is new. I'm living in the Philippines. Been doing that for 3.5 years, and I have seen a lot of YouTubers from Philippines and Canadian, American most, and I'm from Europe, so I'm trying to give my point of view as a European in this channel on the life in the Philippines, to live with the Filipina and our children. So yeah, like I said, I'm new at this, so you have to be patient. I see a lot of people talking about what income you should have when you come to Philippines if you want to move and all the things. I'm not going to tell you anything about that, because that's not my business. That's how I see it. There are a lot of YouTubers who are doing that and tell you how much everything costs and everything. What I say to my friends is, if you want to live in the Philippines, it depends what kind of life. It all depends what kind of life. If you want to live in Manila, Cebu, and want to live in a condo, you want to live, want to rent a big place, or what lifestyle you want to have. It's entirely up to that. And if you have the money for it, because it's not that cheap in the Philippines that people may think, I know, especially if you have kids, too, that are going to school or college, is not, especially when, like I say, you can be surprised when you see how much it really costs. And the rent, for instance, and many times when I tell my friends, about the rent, for instance, they get, what? they thought it was cheaper. Yeah, you can live cheaper, but if you want to have it, like you're used to, that's what I'm saying. And you want to have, a place with 50 square meter like you have now back home, or 60, then yeah, that's what it costs. And if you want to be near a hospital, or if that matters for you, like you do for me. So yeah, I want to be near a hospital because I have heart problems, and many people say, oh, you shouldn't go to Philippines if you have that problems and everything. And that's up to everyone, I think. That's not my business to tell everybody else what they should do or not do. I'm a senior, I'm a pensioner. I'm old enough to know what I want or not. And I think the most people are the same. So that's not my business to tell everybody how they should live or not live. I'm just if they ask me, I just tell them what I know. If I don't know, I say that I don't know. I can try to find out if you want, or you can try to search it yourself. Because even if I have lived, and I live in different places, I've been living in Tacloban, Cebu, now I live in Manila, I've been living in Cavite, so I've been around in a couple of places, in the Philippines. And like I say, that also depends where in the Philippines you're going to live. That's what I see with friends I have too, how much they pay for rent, how much they live on, and blah, yeah. So it depends where you live in the Philippines and your lifestyle, like I said. So you have to decide that before you go. what kind of lifestyle, and then you have to see, okay, is this possible on what I have? That's about it, and that's up to everybody, to decide that. That's not up to me. I'm just telling like it is, what I know, and that's it. I'm not a judge of anybody. If they want to come, if they're sick or whatever, there's their business, not mine. And I know why I came, because I want a better life. I want a better life. That's why I went from my country to the Philippines, because I didn't see, when I saw the changing, in the country I was growing up in, I didn't like it at all. That was not my country, I didn't see, the country like, the country I saw when I was growing up. It was gone, totally gone. And the country I was living in now, was built on fear, bad economy, all the bad things. Especially if you don't have a good job and you have a very high income. Yeah. So, and that's the case for many people, not only in my country, everywhere. So it's up to you what you want out of life. When you go to another country, it's up to you to decide. What I can say about the Philippines is, it's not easy. It haven't been easy, definitely not. I have struggled many times, and that's it. In your relationship and everything, it's not easy. When you come to country, there are so many things that it doesn't matter how much you think you know. When you are in a situation in front of you, then you know how you will handle it. It's not easy to say, yeah, I will handle it this and this and this, and then when it comes to it, you face the situation, it's a whole other thing. So, I have to say, is it worth the struggle? Yes, for me. For me it has been. But to say it has been easy, no, it hasn't. Definitely not. All these changes, when you move to another country, especially when you're older, and all these changes that you have to do, it's not easy. At least not for me. And I can only talk about me. I'm not talking about everybody else. So yeah. But I am glad I'm in the Philippines, yeah. I'm glad that I have my family, yes, of course. But it's always good to be honest and to say the truth. I don't like when people are just lying about it and they say, oh, life is wonderful, this is the paradise and blah, blah, blah. I don't see the Philippines like the paradise. I don't do, no. I like it here a lot, to live in the Philippines. No question about it. But paradise, yeah, not for me. It's not paradise. Because that means that everything would be perfect in every sense of the way, but it's not. So I would be lying if I say that everything is perfect and it's paradise. No. So yeah, but is it something that I can recommend? Yeah, of course. But it's still up to you to come to Philippines and see for yourself what you think. You may like it or not. That's up to you. So I'm happy that I am in the Philippines. I'm very happy about my family, like I said, and I have gone through a lot in the Philippines and learned a lot about myself and about the country, about people in the Philippines, and so and that has been good for me, because I have grown as a human being too. You have to. So for me, that's have been very positive. So I have a life now that I feel, is much better than I could have at home in my country. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, I wouldn't change anything. I don't, this is the life I have chosen, and but that's why I'm saying also, it's not all good, and it's not all bad. It's, there is no country. I don't believe there is no country on this planet that's everything is good. Everything. All the people are angels and blah blah blah. No, I don't believe that for 1 second. I'm too old for believing in fairy tales like that. So, but I like it here. I enjoy it here in the Philippines. And so for me, it's the right place to be. I see the Philippines as my home, and I love it here. So yeah. But like I said, I want to be honest about how it is for me. I don't talk about everybody else. This is just my experience. So guys, I hope that we meet again, and yeah, the sun is shining outside. It's really nice weather today. It's very nice. So yeah, it's really nice. So till next time, take care everyone. Bye.